Cool. Hi there, Tutu fam. My name is John Lorenzo, owner here at Tutu Creative. Welcome to a new episode of Startup Stories, where we interview our Tutu clients to tell their startup story and inspire others to also take the plunge and bet on themselves to start their dream startup. Today, I'm honored to have our guest, Bill Webb, owner of Saratoga Medicare Advisors. Sorry, I've got the new company, right?
Exactly. Thanks for having me, John.
Absolutely, Bill. I'm so excited to have you on the show today to talk about Saratoga. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us today. But before we get started, would you mind telling our viewers the best way to connect with you and your company?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find us on all social media, Facebook, LinkedIn. We also have a YouTube channel, Saratoga Medicare Advisors. And launching this week, we have our website, www.saratogamedicareadvisors.com. And then always, you can give me a call, 856-642-2949, or reach me via email at bwebb@saratogabenefits.com.
Awesome. Thank you. And all that information is going to be in the caption when we post this new episode. Great. So let's get the show on the road, shall we?
Perfect.
Bill, tell us a little bit about your company and give us your startup story.
Okay, yeah. So my company is called Saratoga Medicare Advisors. We work with individuals who are turning 65 or preparing for retirement and help them figure out their costs, timelines, and options when it comes to Medicare coverage. My startup story is I guess a little unique. I work for I started out with Saratoga Benefits. Saratoga is my mom's company. She's an entrepreneur. She started it it'll be 24 years in September. So I joined her a few years out of college. Started in the employee benefit space, working with small and mid-sized businesses to implement health plans, dental, vision, all that stuff for again, small, mid-sized businesses.
Yeah.
And then about 2 years ago, kind of realized a niche in a space that there was a lack of resources for in the Medicare space. So we were getting a lot of questions from our clients who had employees who were turning 65 and kind of sending this business out. And I realized that this is something that I can learn and add value to Saratoga Benefits and to our clients. So I started working on the Medicare space, learning about it a lot, figuring out a process and all that. And then when the pandemic hit, I went a lot more full-time into the Medicare space and figuring all that stuff out. So, got all of our materials together and doing all that. And then after the first of the year, this year, started Saratoga Medicare Advisors on my own as kind of a sister company to Saratoga Benefits. So I'm just about 6 months in now, getting started up, and it's been great so far. So exciting working for myself and figuring out, the entrepreneur life and all that. So it's been so far so good.
Yeah, I think that entrepreneur life is in your blood.
That is for sure. Yeah.
Did you see some increased need during COVID? Is that what kind of really pushed you to launch this?
Well, so it was a couple things. So with COVID and people being away from work and everything, there was a bit of a decrease in the group benefits business. So not as many businesses were starting health plans and all that during the pandemic. And with our book of business and having all of our clients and being able to see when they have employees who are turning 65, it seemed like a good little pivot where I could still, add value to our existing clients, help people out, and learn something new myself. So that was kind of my mindset through all that and the pandemic.
That's awesome. So, I mean, is that what you would say tip the scale that says, all right, Bill, now is the time to do it this year?
So it was a couple things. I mean, it was I had the time. The work had obviously slowed down a little bit, so I had the time to focus and learn about this stuff and really figure it all out and figure out the process and all that. And it was also the response to it that I got from our clients. So just in talking to people, it was a service that they needed, and that they didn't have the information that they needed. So once I realized that this was a valuable service that people needed and wanted to learn about, that really made me realize that this is something that I can hopefully grow and build a business around.
That's awesome. So here at 22 Creative, we like to say our superpower is the simple yet creative marketing solutions we provide our clients. What is your company's superpower?
Yeah, so our company's superpower, I would say, is just our personal relationships with our clients. My mom is still involved in the business, and she's a mentor to me. And she always says that, our friends become our clients and our clients become our friends. So, what we provide, and I've taken that and parlayed it into Saratoga Medicare Advisors, basically taking a personalized approach to people, their health insurance and their healthcare and retirement. So, I work with my clients one-on-one, figure out what their plans are for retirement, where they've worked, what their family situation is, and then basically help them figure out a tailored solution towards their healthcare in retirement and Medicare coverage, individual coverage, all that stuff. So I would say our superpower would be our relationships with our clients and taking that one-on-one approach.
That's huge. Relationships is number one for us too when it comes to business. When it comes to referrals, we always talk to our clients like, hey, they always come to us like, we need new clients, but how about referrals? And how about retaining your existing clients? And that all starts with relationships. So that's awesome. Great superpower. All right, Bill, this question is really important. At 22, our why is to create a stronger small business community. To do that, we empower our clients with marketing tools and knowledge to grow their business. What is the why behind Saratoga?
Yeah, so there's a few whys behind Saratoga, I guess. First of all, I look at people's health and everything as their most important investment. If you're not invested in your health and you're taking the steps to live a healthy life and a healthy future, and understanding how your medical plan and all that stuff works and taking advantage of it, then you're not going to be able to utilize all the other investments in your life. So living a healthy lifestyle is, I think, one of the most important things you can do just in general. So my why, one of my whys is to empower people, to understand how they can take advantage of their health plans and live a healthier lifestyle. Another why, and it's something that's come up recently, especially with the new business, is just, this weekend, my cousins and my cousin's in-laws are on the beach with me, and they're 64, and I'm talking to them and telling them about my business, and they are the prime example of people who need clarity on all of this. So when I speak to clients and am able to give them clarity and confidence in the Medicare process and their health insurance, it's rewarding. So it feels great. It's nice to help people out and feel good about what I'm doing with my company. So I would say those are the whys with Saratoga and Saratoga Benefits.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's kind of like a scary transition in life, right? When you're getting closer to talking about Medicare and stuff like that. Like health is at the top of everybody's mind. So giving them the confidence and just the clear knowledge of what they can expect moving into this new phase of life, that's so important. It's got to be rewarding. I hope you're around when I turn that age and I got all
I'm sure I will be. We're gonna have we've got a couple of years. We've got a couple of years for me. I'll be there. And so another thing we do at Saratoga is we work with people who might, maybe the spouse is turning 65 and the other spouse is maybe in their 60s or 50s, and we help them figure out individual health plans as well. So the Medicare is one side of our business, and the other side is helping with individual health insurance for people like you, whether it be the Medicare beneficiaries' kids or their spouse or all that stuff. So we're a all-encompassing health insurance brokerage firm.
Huge. Well, yeah. Bill, thank you so much for joining us today. We started this show to not only share the startup stories of our clients, but to also inspire others to take that plunge and start building their dream startup. Real appreciate your time. Can't wait to see the great things you do through Saratoga. But before you go, I have one more question for you. What is one piece of advice you'd give to someone thinking about starting up their business right now?
That's a good question, and I've been thinking about this answer. The key is getting started in some capacity. So there's so much to learn with starting a new business, and I'm learning things every day. It's not just I can learn the health insurance and Medicare and all that stuff, but then there's the aspect of actually running the business, managing financials, dealing with marketing and all this stuff. So it's a matter of really doing your research and learning and getting started and figuring out exactly who your customer is, narrowing that down and really focusing on how you can help them and growing your business. So, learning every day and continuing to be a student, I guess, would be my advice
True.
to anybody who's starting a new business.
Yeah, continuously learn. If you're not learning every day, then you're doing something wrong, and you can't be afraid to start. We're never going to be 100% ready, right? You just got to be trusting your skills, and you'll learn the rest of the things along the way.
Exactly.
Well, cool, Bill. Bill, thanks again for being on today. It was great talking to you. We hope you all enjoyed this episode of Startup Stories, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks, Bill.
No problem. Thanks, John. I'll talk to you.
Awesome.